everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Once you hear this, it's going to shock you to know what really happened to this young man. And he's the Lagos State Socialite. That's Kayode Badru. That's his name. And it was reported that this tragic incident happened just on Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. And it happened right inside the church. And this particular Kayode guy is based in Dubai. And all his activities and everything is done in both Dubai and in Nigeria. So he shuttles between both countries because of the kind of activities he's into. And this particular guy decided that he wants to fly into Nigeria because he's been helping a lot of students with scholarship, and he felt that okay, he needed to have some time with them and celebrate with them because they were graduating. He decided that he needed to do all of that in Nigeria, since those students he's actually granting scholarship are all based in Nigeria, and there were 40 of them, 40 students. However, he was said to have visited the Celestial Church of Christ for prayers, and he was asked to kneel down while he was surrounded by 7 elders, and they all had 7 candles, each of them 1 candle. The 7 of them surrounded them, making it 7 elders and 7 candles. While he was also holding a candle himself, that's Kayode. Then the prophets of the church, of that celestial church, who goes by the name Felix, now decided to spray perfume on his body. He sprayed this perfume from the head of this guy to his toe. Meanwhile, those 7 elders still held their lit candles. 7 candles, they were all surrounded with the guy kneeling down in their middle. And after he did this, within just few minutes, before you could even blink an eye, this guy's body just went into flame. It's a very big shock. Even up till now, a whole lot of people are in great shock. And the fire became so severe because perfume is flammable, and because of the materials that are used or chemicals that are used to produce perfume, that's why people are always advised not to handle perfume before any fire, because it can burst into flame at any time. And that was how this guy's burns was so severe that by the time they had even stopped it, he had burnt so bad. And once he was rushed to the hospital, he was taken to the hospital at Bagada, that's the same Lagos there where he is. Due to the severity of these burns, the guy struggled so much with his life. But unfortunately, few hours later, because of the severity of these burns, the guy died. And to make matters worse, guys, this will all surprise each and every one of you. Can you believe that this same prophet Felix, who was one who sprayed perfume on this guy, ran away immediately after the incident just happened? That was why if they had helped this young man immediately, this fire had got on him, the severity wouldn't have been this much, because in these churches most times they have a lot of water. Celestial Church, they're always surrounded with water. So it was enough for them to quickly rush and get water to pour on this young man. But that did not happen. Instead, he ran away with 2 other elders among those 7 elders that were standing round him. Making it 3 of them ran away, just 4 of them that were left. But luck ran out of them. People had to go in search, and they reported that to the police. They had to ensure that they got these people, which they finally did. Right now, they are in the Panti police station in Lagos. That is where they are. Isn't this very shocking and heartbreaking at the same time? This young man who's been very generous and helping students, based in Dubai. All of a sudden, he decided that he wanted to celebrate with his students that were graduating. Was that a bad thing? No. He came to celebrate, and then he now went to the Celestial Church for prayers. And that was the end of this young man. With all his generosity and everything, and that's the church he attends, because you can actually see him with the white gown that they usually wear at the Celestial Church. That's his church. But come to think of it, what has perfume got to do with the prayers they are praying for this man? What has those 7 candles, those 7 elders? And you know there's one thing about the number 7. You're having 7 elders, 7 candles. I'm sure it signifies a lot of things. A lot of people would understand that this number signifies something. What is the connection now with the prayers he's carrying out on the man and the perfume? Why spray perfume on him? You will come to ask, are they practicing something else? You're praying for somebody. What's with the perfume? You know, these are things you question. That's why some people will question certain activities that some people carry out in church. Why are you spraying someone perfume from his head to his toe? And he's surrounded by 7 elders with 7 lit candles. If these candles were not even up, he's just surrounded by the 7 elders praying for him, it would have even been better. But they all held a candle. Even the Kayode himself held a candle. This young man just lost his life for no good reason. Prayers are very important and it's very, very good. But the manner at which some people go about it, or the things they combine with prayers, you will start asking a whole lot of questions. What's behind all of that? Was this prayers, or was it something else that was happening? And look at how this prophet ran away. Isn't this suspicious? The whole thing is even looking very suspicious. You, as the prophet who performed this act on this young man, instead of him to quickly raise alarm for all of them to go, because there was no how. I know, yes, perfume flame is very, very tough. Once the flame comes up, it's difficult to control. But with the number of people that were there, and they're always surrounded with water, they would have poured a lot of water on this guy to have even reduced the severity of the burns. But because they were concerned about themselves and their own selfish interest, they ran away. And then leaving those 4 people behind. Then the 4 people, how will they all rally to ensure that enough water is poured on this guy? And who knows? Because attention wasn't given to this guy. If he had received immediate attention with regards to the flame, it wouldn't have been as severe as it happened. Another question will come up again. Was this a planned act? Was this deliberate or known to the young man that this was what was going to happen to him? Because, well, I've never heard where you pray for someone and then you spray perfume with a lit candle. You spray perfume from head to toe. What does the perfume signify? I don't know. I think some people create an additional thing with regards to prayers and activities in church, and then you scare the minds of some other people. You'll be like, what is really happening in church? Some people are using God's name to carry out certain activities that will keep you in the dark, and you just be wondering what is really happening. Is this part of the gospel, or is this from the Bible, or where is this coming from? Because I know most times prayers are being done. It's very good. You could ask someone to kneel down. It happens in churches where people will kneel down and then others will pray for them. It's usually happening. It's a common thing. But for this type, I have not heard or even seen this before, where you're asking somebody to kneel down with a candle and then surrounded with 7 other people with 7 lit candle, and even the person in, and then you take a perfume to spray from head to toe. Should we say this happened out of ignorance, that the prophet himself did not know that a lit candle and a perfume which is flammable don't come together? Or did he carry out that act because it's part of the way they pray in their church? I am sure if the young man knew that this was going to happen, or if he even had the slightest idea of the combination of a lit candle and a perfume, probably he may have asked the prophet not to spray perfume on him. But you can never tell. Sometimes the problem that usually happen is this: anything leaders tell their church members to do, irrespective of what that thing is, they tend to respond and obey. Don't be surprised that this guy may not have been comfortable with what was going on, but he can't say no. It's his church, it's his prophet. So, and they feel that whatever they do, they are right and they know what they are doing. And so they tend to obey any instruction given to them. But look at what has ended up right now with this young man. It's so painful. When you hear people will travel from wherever, whichever country they are based in, and then come to another country or come to their home based country and never return back as a result of death. He was so healthy and strong. Just come for a celebration of the good work he is doing. And that ended his life. This guy never knew he was not going back to Dubai anymore. He never knew that coming to the church for prayers was the last of his breath. Then why did this prophet run away? That is still the major question. The prophet and the two elders, why did they not run away? Were they not supposed to be there to ensure that this guy was given proper attention and medical treatment? Running away has just created a big suspicion. You as a man of God, are you not supposed to be there to ensure that this man's life is saved? Instead, he was thinking about himself alone and not getting arrested. That is why you would now say, was this a deliberate act? Because once you are not guilty of something, you would stay there and let people understand that it wasn't intentional. I didn't know what was going to happen, or I didn't know that perfume and flame don't come together. It was a mistake. And then there are sometimes once your sincerity and truth come in the public, people would tend to sit down and deliberate on it, and you may even be free. But with this act now that they've committed, do you think the cops will free them? No, no, no. They won't free them because it's very suspicious. A lot of questions will be asked amidst all of this. Please, people out there should be very, very careful and observant. Sometimes you have leaders that will give you instructions that are wrong, and you know that it's obviously wrong, but some people tend to just do anything they are being told by people they look up to as leaders, even when they know that certain things are not right. Sometimes some of these leaders are after their own selfish interest, what they are going to gain, not after your own safety. Just like this guy, it's so obvious that the prophet was after his own selfish interest. He was not after this saving this guy. So imagine how they ran away, leaving this guy in flames. What were they expecting? Were they expecting something to happen for this guy not to survive it, or were they expecting that once he dies no one will find out? Probably that's what they were thinking, that once he dies they may plan on how to go and do something with the corpse and no one's going to find out. But look at what turned out to be a place for prayers has now turned out to be a place marked for murder, because it's a murder case. It's not different from you killing somebody. If only he stayed back, tried to see that this guy received help, then you would understand that there was a mistake. Maybe he made a mistake and he didn't know, but out of fear, he now ran away. But now, who is going to believe him? Will the cops just believe that he was afraid and he ran away? You'll see someone is dying. Are you supposed to help the person? It's not like a gunshot that the person was shot and died instantly. This is a case of fire that you can help to save the life. Is that not what he would have thought of? The fear would have made him to go and seek for how to get water, call people, scream out for help, so that a lot of people would have come to assist them and pour water on this guy. But no, no, no. All they did was to run, leaving this young man there, burning and then getting burnt to the point that he can't even survive anymore. This is so heartbreaking. I wonder how his family would take this. I wonder how people around him who saw him last would even come to understand. You know, there are certain things it's difficult for you to even accept that it has really happened to your loved one or to your friend. You go and tell the people he left behind now that this is what happened to this young man. It will be difficult for them to really understand what transpired. The difficulty is because they'll be in shock. Like, I just saw this guy, we just spoke, or he just said goodbye to me, and that was it. And now you're telling me he's dead, all because of perfume and a flame. It's difficult to really understand something like this because it's so shocking. Even looking at it alone, it's a very terrible incident that has happened. It's something that could have been avoided if only this prophet had not encouraged or told his members, the seven elders, to hold a candle. Fine, if he wants to use the perfume for whatever reasons best known to him, if he wanted to use the perfume, then what was the need of the candles around the guy and the guy himself to holding another candle? Or was the perfume part of the prayers? Is it the way they pray in their church there? People should stop turning activities of Christianity into making people believe that there is something else going on in churches. Some churches could practice acts that you can't even see in the Bible, and that is where you raise a lot of question, like, where is all of this coming out from? Where did you pick this? Is it part of the scripture? Was it an instruction that God gave? Even going through the Bible, I'm sure a lot of people will not have heard or seen in the Bible where you pray for someone, you spray perfume on the person while you're praying, and then seven elders and then seven candles all on flame with that perfume. It's so painful that the young man carrying out this good act of humanity has just passed away like that. May the soul of Kayode Baduri rest in perfect peace with the Lord. And I pray that the Almighty God will console his family, friends, every other person that knew him, and even the students that were graduating, whom he's been giving scholarship and he wanted to celebrate with. May God console them, because it should be heartbreaking for them. At this point now, who knows if his legacy will continue? Who would carry on with granting scholarship to other kids? Probably he had made his own plans while these ones are graduating. He will continue from there. Such a promising young guy lost his life in just minutes. Please, guys, no matter who your leaders are, I think you should also know what is right and what is wrong, what should be done and what should not be done. Sometimes some leaders could give you instructions that you know that are not right. Please learn to speak up. Or you can even object in a good way. You have a way to object to certain instructions that you know that will go wrong or that are not right or you're not comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with certain activities that you're asked to carry out, it's better you speak up. I'm sure if this guy had spoken up or shown displeasure that he's not comfortable with all of this, probably they would have stopped. But who knows? Maybe they wouldn't have, or they would have stopped. But at the same time, people should please be observant and decide something and be sure if, for your own perspective, if this is right or wrong. Should you do this or should you not do this? It's so painful to hear something like this. Friends, what do you all think about this? Please, if you have anything to say, you can put that down at the comment section. Please don't forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all. Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube, and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class, and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class, starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Matt Pa, he is the teacher, and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below, so please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matt Pa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube, and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question, or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below, so you'll have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there. You can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Matt Pa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Matt Pa's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.